Right. Getting this started up. Going live here for PFL. Sorry for being a bit late, but we are here. We did pull it off. Right now, the second fight on this main card. We missed the Bubba Jenkins fight. Lazar Stojadinovic making his way to the cage as we speak. He's actually inside the cage right now. But Bubba Jenkins, what an upset in that first fight. I was so pissed that I didn't get to call the play-by-play. I apologize. I was actually uploading video with the predictions for tomorrow and the weigh-in recap. But we're here now. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Smash the like button if you're just joining. We're going through PFL. We have a couple fights left. Actually, no, a few fights left. 3 fights left. Some decent names. We're going to see Anthony Pettis in the main event. This is going to be a really fun card. Glad you guys are tuning in. For the one person in here at the moment, I appreciate you. And let's just keep it pumping. We're here for PFL. The live stream is on right now. Even though it's late, I got to apologize for being late out here. But we've made it. Fight companion. We're talking about the first fight on the card. Or rather, no, second fight on the main card. Bubba Jenkins pulled off a huge upset in that first bout. Out-wrestled the wrestler in Lance Palmer. I thought that Bubba had a chance to win, but I thought he'd get it done with the hands. I didn't think he'd go out there and beat Lance Palmer at his own game. That was ultra impressive. And now we've arrived at this fight. Movlid Khaybulaev versus Lazar Stojadinovic. Super pumped to see what happens between these two. A prediction, if you guys watched the video earlier in the week, you know Movlid is my pick. I do think he goes out there and gets a victory. Appreciate everybody for tuning in so far. Just starting out the live stream. Play-by-play fight companion. We're looking for 5 likes. We're at 2 currently. We're just getting started. It makes sense. It's only been 2 minutes. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Start this play-by-play. Going to be covering this fight. Odds for this matchup, Lazar Stojadinovic is a plus 425 underdog. Takes on the strong favorite. On the other side, Movlid Khaybulaev. I'm excited to see what goes down between both of these two. Movlid Khaybulaev, 15-0-1 and 1 no contest. He's the minus 670 favorite here, so the odds pretty spread in his favor. He does have a really impressive skill set. Trains alongside Khabib. That to me is something to note, and I do think that could really be a factor here in this fight. All right, this fight's about to start. We're about to get covering this play-by-play. Movlid is the biggest favorite on the card, as kind of expected. I mean, he's a very skilled fighter taking on a guy who's good, but doesn't seem to be at his level. We'll find out shortly. Head kick first, thrown by Khaybulaev. Doesn't fully land there for him. Block, though, you can still get really rocked by head kicks. Jab being thrown by the southpaw, Stojadinovic. Khaybulaev, very dangerous with his grappling. Does also bring in some good striking skills, which I think could be a serious factor in this fight here. And I feel like we could see Khaybulaev getting this fight to the ground and really beating up Stojadinovic. I like to see that. I am predicting we're going to see a TKO here in the second round. And I do think in the favor of Movlid. So far, nothing much happening. Both in the center of the octagon, feeling each other out. Ooh, big right lands for Khaybulaev. If he can keep landing those straight rights on the counter, he's going to do a lot of damage to Movlid here. See what happens with Stojadinovic moving from the outside. Nice leg kick thrown there. Movlid looks very comfortable striking, as he tends to. He's fairly high level everywhere. And look at the takedown. This is what we expected. Him to get this top position, control, and look to work towards a finish from the top. I don't think that Stojadinovic will offer too much resistance on the ground. Movlid being on top of him this early in the fight, and especially with 3 minutes to work in the round, I mean, there's a ton of time here, and I really could see this going badly in the next 2 to 3 minutes, because right now, Movlid Khaybulaev is on top of Stojadinovic, and he's doing very good work. Stojadinovic is back currently, and I don't think he's going to be able to get up. I mean, he's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. He's in the full guard. At this point, that's the Kevin Holland position. And if you sit there with an animal like Movlid on top, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And I do think we're going to see Movlid start to work from this top position here. Brown belt in jiu-jitsu is Lazar, something to note, but not at the level of Movlid. Movlid on this top position is an animal, like a pit bull. Lead here, looking to pass. Movlid is a difficult guy to deal with when he's on top of you. This is a bad position right now for Stojadinovic. He's surviving. I gotta give him some credit. I mean, he's not getting ground and pound unloaded on him, and it's not like he's been attacked with multiple submissions yet. As of right now, he's safe on his back, but he is definitely losing this fight, and this is a big round. I mean, control throughout. This is a bad sign going into the next round here. But good deep half attempt there by Stojadinovic, but nothing doing. And I do think he's going to be stuck probably for the next minute on the ground. And I think he needs to defend these takedowns for the life of him. I mean, this is the way to win the fight for him is striking. And if he's on his back, he's not going to get a decision here. He is going to be getting beat up. And I do believe possibly finished by TKO in the second or third round. I mean, there's also going to be submission possibilities here for Stojadinovic, or rather for Khaybulaev as well. Big grounded pound being thrown there by Stojadinovic. He might get him out of here now. Big left hands. Stojadinovic needs to get out of there. He's getting eaten alive on the ground. I don't know if he'll be able to get out. It looks like this fight may be coming to a close here. Movlid's moving forward and putting pressure. Big left hand lands. The grounded pound is ferocious from Movlid. Unloading. His top game is definitely somewhat similar to what you see for Khabib Nurmagomedov. This guy is extremely high level and a training partner of Khabib. He's right now going for the Kimura. He doesn't really have much time. I don't believe he's going to be able to get the submission here. I do feel like we're going to see Stojadinovic survive. I was shocked to see that outcome, man. I didn't expect him to lose that fight. I thought, if anything, it would be by Bubba Jenkins, catching him with a big punch and hurting him. But I thought that we would see Lance Palmer dominate there. I do think they're going to run it back eventually. It's just going to happen in the tournament, and I think it's still a 50-50. But Bubba Jenkins is legit. I thought that time off would hurt him. I thought he'd have some ring rust. He looked good in there. Yeah, definitely seeing it. Dude, I said I might be crazy, but I feel like Marcin Held could get a heel hook. I don't know. I have a feeling. Schulte, I think, beats him 7 times out of 10, and then the other 3 are heel hooks. And if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you smash that like button so we get that algorithm pumping. We got 2 likes right now. We need 5. We need to get that algorithm moving to get more viewers up in here. So if you haven't, smash the likes. Dude, this is PFL, man. PFL action. I enjoy seeing MMA outside the UFC. I like PFL, but I don't know if I rate it as highly as I rate One Championship as far as my favorite leagues as of right now. But we'll see, because I'm tuning in now for the season. I'm probably going to build connections to one guy. There's going to be somebody that, as a fan, I'm going to have a favorite. Movlid right now put it on a hell of a performance. Gets top position again. I feel like he can go out here and control this whole fight. If he keeps this up, he's going to get a win here, and I do think he's going to get a TKO in this round. Lazar Stojadinovic is good on the ground, but not nearly the level of Movlid. lead right now in the top position, half guard. He's going to look from here to probably pass or ground and pound. It really depends what Stojadinovic does from the bottom position. It seems like Stojadinovic is looking to retain guard, and while retaining guard, an attempt to try to take less damage. But I do feel as though he's maybe a little bit Kevin Holland-esque, that he doesn't have the best get-ups from the ground. And I see him getting controlled and possibly stopped in this round. If you're just tuning in, smash that like button. We're looking for 5 likes, currently at 3. Yeah, Pub Sports. No, I love Pub Sports. I'm probably going to do a video with them next week. We collab on stuff. And yeah, the Topology upsets, man. There was definitely some good upsets. I was surprised, man. But that's the fight game, and that's how it goes, and that's why I love the fight game. I like when crazy shit happens. If the same thing always happened and every outcome was so predictable, it wouldn't make it as fun. This fight here, though, very predictable outcome. I'm gonna rewatch it when it's on the ESPN replay. I want to rescore it. I want to see. I don't know. I thought that he would go out there, probably put the work on the kid, but man, it's a fight game. Right now, Movlid is dominating from the top position. Dude, honestly, seeing the judging, and I know a lot of people are complaining about it, maybe PFL isn't the best place to throw money down. I don't know if there's some bad decisions. We're going to have to see. And I appreciate you guys for 6 likes. We're now on the hunt for 10 of them. So we'll get it eventually. I know we will. And right now, Movlid and Stojadinovic doing a bit of scrambling on the ground, but still, Movlid in the dominant position. I don't know. The judging differs. It just shouldn't differ from the promotions like UFC, Bellator, or PFL, but sometimes I guess it does. But one championship's judging I like. It's different. It's judged as a whole. The more I watch one championship, the bigger a fan I become of it. I just like a lot of the concepts, and I do like the knees to the head on the ground. I don't know. A lot of people don't. I guess I just appreciate how defensive you have to be from that position on the ground now with the knees there, and you can't just sit there. Right now, Movlid looks to be just grinding from the top position. Um, he's not really doing much. He's in the full guard, and Lazar Stojadinovic is on top. I'll be honest, not super impressive to sit here and hold from the guard position, but it is effective, and it can definitely give him a victory here if he does this for another round. Like this style here of the control from the guard and then the opponent sitting there, I mean, I just think you need to try to get up to your feet as much as you can. So they score ground strike. So if you're on the bottom, you're supposed to be getting points throwing strikes. Is that what you're saying? I could see that being it. I know one championship just looks for who's being more effective, really, regardless of position. You saw that with fight between, I believe, Sung Bing Joe and Alright Gafarov the other day. Smack from the bottom position by Stojadinovic. But right now, Khaybulaev is in the full guard. He's controlling. This looks like Kevin Holland, Derek Brunson right now. I mean, it's just one-way traffic with all grappling. And right now, it looks as if Khaybulaev is going to probably be en route to a unanimous decision. I don't think the fight ends this round. No, it's going to the next. Stojadinovic is decent off his back from what I see. I mean, as far as survival, but I will say Khaybulaev is not emptying the tank. He's not going for broke. He's not unloading. He's just doing a bit of control, maintaining the position with throwing ground and pound, but not looking to end the fight. Why is that? Could be to reset the gas tank and then put the hell on him in that third and final round. But in PFL, it's a point scoring system for the tournament. The point scoring for the tournament gives the benefit to the finisher. I think going out there and get finishes should be the way you look for it. But who knows? Some fighters, have the tendency, they point fight more. We've seen it before, and it is an effective way to win fights. To play the game, get on top, control a bit, throw enough ground and pound, and win a unanimous decision. I mean, it works, and whatever gets the victory. Right now, it just seems like Movlid is up 2 rounds to 0. I would say 10-9 each one, but a lot of control and definitely a dominant 10-9 round. There's not much that I feel Stojadinovic can do here on the ground. Either he needs to get this fight up to the feet or he needs to call it, because right now it's sitting there doing nothing from the bottom position besides accepting it is not doing anything for him. He's losing this fight. He needs to go for broke and really give it all he's got at this point. Outside of MMA, I mostly watch boxing, Muay Thai. I do want to get into hockey a little bit though, because I think that's a pretty savage sport. Was into basketball growing up and stuff, but not really watching any of it nowadays. Right now, Stojadinovic throwing some southpaw jabs here, but not really landing anything. I believe he doesn't want to fully commit because he believes he'll be taken down. He's very fearful of this takedown at this point. And if he gets put on his back again, this fight is over. It's got to be he stays on the feet. He's got to give it all he's really got at this point, or this fight's in a end. And Movlid looks to be outstriking him. That's something else we have to kind of talk about. Movlid is a high-level striker. Even though he has this elite-level grappling base and the Khabib training partner and whatnot, he's a good striker and can definitely mix it up. Like the new age of these Dagestanis, they're also becoming good kickboxers. I don't believe he's Dagestani, though, but he does train with the Dagestani. Stojadinovic, if I'm him, I'm going for broke here. You have to. I mean, he's clearly behind. What would I do? It's a tricky situation to be in against a guy who might be a better striker than you and grappler. Kind of just got to bite down. Maybe look to set up a big overhand with a feint, but I don't know. Definitely throwing a lot of jabs for Stojadinovic is not doing much. It's just jabbing, especially being orthodox versus southpaw. Better off you want to throw a straight down the center. I think he should have been looking to set those up, but he was very fearful of this, and it happened anyways. He's on his back now. If you guys are just tuning in, smash that like button. We're looking for 10 likes. We currently got 7. Appreciate everybody being here. We're talking about this PFL fight, the second fight on the main card, Khaybulaev versus Stojadinovic. It's been dominant so far. Khaybulaev winning the first, the second, and winning this third round as well. Looks to be en route to a dominant unanimous decision. Some peppering shots being thrown from the top position by Khaybulaev here. But mostly just control throughout the fight. There's 2 minutes, 20 seconds about left, and I believe we're going to see Movlid earn himself a unanimous decision. I'm a little disappointed that he wasn't able to get the finish. I did think he could have if he would have turned up the gas a bit, but maybe he doesn't have the tank. Maybe he does not. That could be a potential problem. There could be less of a gas tank. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Smash the like button if you haven't. We're looking for 10 likes. We're getting close to it. We're at 7. So hit it if you have not yet. Movlid Khaybulaev on top of Stojadinovic here, dominating this fight. Not the most entertaining style of grappling here because he's not really working towards a massive finish, but I am impressed by how heavy his top pressure is and control here. It's one-sided traffic on the ground. It's not even close, really. Movlid throwing that left hand. He's got a minute 20 left. Does he finish with a minute 20 left? I think very unlikely. Ground and pound from the top being thrown, but still nothing as far as damage is really going. Peppering shots to show his control, which that works. Palmer let me down, my man. I was thinking that he would win that fight. Maybe the layoff is doing a little something to him. We'll see how he bounces back, but those two will definitely be fighting again. Live on top. half guard position, where he's been for most of this fight, on top and controlling. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why not. I really think the reason he should go for the finish is simply you're in PFL where you get rewarded more for finishing. So if you have the opportunity, you really should go for it to score the points. And I mean, if you go 2-0 with 2 decisions and multiple other fighters get finishes, you'll get left out of that playoff, and it doesn't matter if you had that high level skill set or not. He's unloading some power from the top position. Good fight. A lot of grappling. I expected it to be one-sided grappling, but I expected a finish. So I wish Movlid could have put him away. I think that would have rose his stock a lot more. Getting a win here is important, most definitely, but winning on a unanimous decision versus if he would have got a TKO or submission, the hype is not going to shoot up as much. He's a good fighter, and I think he's got a lot of tools, but still some things he needs to work on and getting finishes for sure. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're just tuning in, smash that like button. We're covering PFL. PFL is back, and they have a very fun card that's going on right now. 8 likes at the moment. We're looking for 10, so just 2 more likes will hit the goal. Let's hope we can get it before the decision is read, which is coming up in about a minute and a half here. So if you haven't, smash the likes. Helps the video. We'll get that algorithm pumping. Doing the play-by-play for this main card. So the way that they reward you for finishing fights is they'll give you more points. It's a point system to make that playoff round. So if you don't get the finish, you could potentially win both of your fights and end up not making the playoffs, even against guys potentially that weren't as dominant as you. Yeah, that fight was dominant for Movlid, but I do wish he could have got the finish. It would have rose his stock a lot more. Not getting a finish. Should Woodley join PFL? So let's talk about Tyron Woodley. I do think there could be potential that the UFC will give him another fight, but I'm not going to guarantee it. Let's say they choose not to. PFL will definitely be on the table, but I know the boxing stuff is something that's like kind of trending with him and interesting him. I know he called out Jake Paul. Posted a clip of that actually on my TikTok, but he was calling him out, and I felt like that's the guy that he should fight. I mean, I think Jake Paul should fight him, and you give Woodley that big payday. It's the fight he wants. Do I think they do it? Maybe not. When did they cut Woodley? Really? Did they officially confirm that they cut him? Because I knew that there was talks they weren't going to re-sign, but the last interview I saw, he was still under contract with the UFC in some way. I believe they probably do have matching rights to any offer that he gets. I don't know how that will be. I don't know if the UFC did cut him, is PFL a good option? It's definitely a good option, because if you win that tournament, you can get yourself 7 figures. You get $1 million. I love the $1 million tournament idea. I think it's a lot of fun. I think that it's definitely motivating for fighters. It's a huge opportunity. I mean, think about it. If you go out there and win that $1 million tournament, that's life changing. And I think Woodley, stylistically, the only guy in Bellator, or at least one of the guys that does concern me, is obviously Rory McDonald, where they fought many years ago and you saw Rory beat him. Granted, do they fight again? Maybe it's a different result. That could potentially happen if he does. Yeah, Jake Paul's only gonna fight guys shorter than him. That's the game plan. Talking about Movlid's performance right now. I mean, it was impressive as far as control. But if I'm giving you my rate of this prospect, you got to win more impressively. at the lower level. I think that's what builds your stock a lot faster. And I think he should have finished Lazar. I think he could have finished Lazar. If you're just tuning in, smash that like button. We're at 10. We're looking for 12. Just 2 more is needed. Be set to go. We're hoping for it before the next fight begins. Which is actually the co-main event. This is going to get exciting now. Like, those other fights were cool, but this next fight, high stakes. Very high stakes. Marcin Held versus Natan Schulte. I'm excited to see what happens between these two. Then you also look at the main event. Anthony Showtime Pettis is back in action. I'm very excited to see how he performs. How do you guys feel about this announcer over in the PFL? I'm just curious. Sounds familiar to me. All right, let's see. 3 points going to the next round. Movlid Khaybulaev, of course. Does anyone know how to watch in the UK? I don't know how to watch in the UK. I mean, probably ways online. But as far as what it's being shown on, I don't know. I know it's on ESPN Plus in the States, and it's also on ESPN2. I don't know how it works there, though. So right now, we're looking at the featherweights. Bubba Jenkins, number 2 spot. Brendan Loughnane got 6 points. He got a big win. He got the finish. That's the prediction, was him by finish. I thought he would beat Sheymon like rather beat Sheymon Moraes like that. Natan Schulte, Marcin Held. How do I think this fight goes? I feel like, yeah, no problem, Josh. I feel like Marcin has a chance with the heel hooks, the leg locks, the knee bars, anything with the leg. Do I guarantee that's actually gonna happen here? I'm not gonna. That would be crazy. It could. It's a strange fight. It's an exciting fight though. Marcin Held is a guy that I enjoy watching. He's been in the fight game long time, years now. Myself. All right. Let's get it. Got some more fights coming. Looking forward to seeing what is pumping. The PFL is back. Do a little something with the title, and you see a difference. Get more. Get them. Appreciate everybody who's here now, though. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys tuning into the show. Got 2 more fights, and they're 2 damn good ones. You're watching on the ESPN app? Yeah, the ESPN app in the States works. I don't know because Josh said that he's from UK. But there. Right. We got 2 huge fights left. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash that like button if you have not. We are looking for, truly we're looking for 13 right now. That's the road we're on. 13 likes road. Got some exciting fights left. You got the co-main event and the main event, which is gonna deliver. I promise you that. There's gonna be some fights there. Some damn good ones. And Pettis in the main event, I think, is gonna look sensational. I have high hopes that he looks sensational. He's been on his game for a long time. Okay, so let me tell you something about his opponent. I do believe Pettis is on slight decline, but he's outside of the UFC. And if you look at a lot of guys that leave the UFC, they just happen to get in better shape when they leave UFC. That's all I'm saying. With Pettis, he looked in better shape at the weigh-ins. If you saw him, the abs were shredded out. This is also 155 pounds. Pettis is coming in better shape than before. I believe he's going to be able to beat Clay Collard here. I think Collard's a good enough fighter, but there's a clear level difference. Collard does have a lot of pro boxing experience, but the way he mixes it up, fights he's had against lower level guys that were very competitive, the mistakes he makes, he can't do against Pettis. I think that Pettis should be able to run him over. It's definitely possible that Anthony Pettis runs through his opponent in the main event. But I can't ever guarantee anything, but highly likely, in my opinion. If he doesn't run him over and we see Clay Collard actually get the win, I'd be pretty shocked. I'll be honest with you. This is a huge signing for the PFL, so they're wanting their guy badly here. Yeah, he's gonna rip the leg kicks, because especially being how, you know, you have Clay Collard, a boxer. What's the boxing stance? It's more wide. It's more leg kickable. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of leg kicks here. If you guys are just tuning in, smash the like button. We're looking for 15 likes. We're currently at 12. We need it. We need just a few more. Get that algorithm pumping. We'll get more people joining in. Get the conversation going in the live chat. Hop in, say something if you feel like it. Does he have the speed that he had back in the day? I do think that he's going to be faster than we've seen in the past 2 fights. He did beat Alex Morono in his most recent UFC fight. And I mean, Alex Morono, yes, is not the most high-level guy. He's good. Like, I have to give credit where it's due. He's good. And Anthony Pettis was able to beat him in a fight that I actually was starting to favor Morono. And I thought, hey, I think Morono might be able to actually get the W over Anthony Pettis at this point of his career. And it didn't happen. And Pettis impressed me with that fight. If you're just tuning in, smash that like button. The goal, 15 likes. We're at 13 right now. We need just 2 more likes for 15. I know you guys can do it. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. We're about to be talking about this co-main event, play-by-play. It's Natan Schulte and Marcin Held. It's high-level MMA. Extremely high-level MMA. Appreciate you guys for that 14 likes. We need just 1 more for 15. And we're hoping that we can get that 15 likes before this fight starts. If we could do it, that would truly be success. So make sure you smash the like button if you have not. I like how PFL brings a female announcer. It changes the game a bit. It's like, I believe she was a WWE announcer at one point. Is that true, or is that my delusion? I don't know if any of you know, and let me know in the chat what you guys think, but I do believe so. I appreciate you guys for that 15 likes. You guys are awesome. We're about to get into this awesome fight here as well. Co-main event of the evening. Marcin Held takes on Natan Schulte. Natan Schulte is one of the scariest guys in this division in PFL. He's the former champion there. I mean, he won the last tournament. He definitely is an early favorite in my mind to go out there and win this tournament. It's highly likely that he goes out here and beats Marcin. But I have this strange inkling that there's a chance of a leg lock submission for Marcin. It could be way off and wrong, but I don't know why. I just have a little feeling in my gut. Yeah, it's got to be the WWE. I like it, though. I like having a female announcer. I think it changes it up. We don't see it often, and I think definitely nothing wrong with bringing it in. Natan Schulte, he's very good, and this is a difficult fight. I appreciate you guys for the 16 likes. If you're just tuning in, smash the like button. We're looking for 18 18 likes before the end of the first round of this fight. We need 18. Right now we're at 16. We're getting close. We're right there. So smash the like button if you have not already. And we just hit 17. We need just 1 more before the end of this round. Let's get into it. Blue tape for Marcin. Red tape for Natan Schulte. Marcin moving forward, and he's throwing some shots, and I do appreciate you guys for the 18 likes. You guys are fantastic. Marcin's coming out throwing big power. I did pick Marcin as a dog pick. I just feel something, and I think that he has the ability to give Natan Schulte issues. Earlier in the week, I was on team Natan Schulte, but when I saw him at the weigh-in, something just started swaying me. I don't know. Held is mixing it up beautifully here. He's fought against very high-level competition in the past, and Natan Schulte, granted he's fought against good guys, hasn't fought anyone like Marcin Held. A true vet at this point as well. Marcin is mixing it up really nicely on the hands. This is the best hands I've seen from him in a long time. He's definitely improved since his UFC run several years ago. He's unloading with hooks here. He's hurt, and he's busting up Natan Schulte. Schulte can't sit in there. Schulte needs to look for a takedown, but I do believe Schulte is fearful of this guy's submissions. This kid off the back is a freak. And at the end of the day, if you haven't seen him lately, it makes sense. He hasn't been fighting in the biggest leagues. He hasn't been getting the notoriety. But right now, he is beating the face of Natan Schulte. I'm glad that I popped a little something on Marcin right now, because he's looking like fire. Oh my God. His striking has improved tenfold. Amazing striking right now. Natan Schulte is sitting in there and try to mix it up with Marcin. He seems a step too slow. He's getting hurt by big punches. Granted, he takes the shot and he doesn't wobble, but I know he's feeling. Can Marcin keep up this pace for 3 rounds? And can Natan Schulte take this for another 3 minutes? Because I do think Marcin can keep this up for another 3 minutes. Right now, Natan Schulte has been touched up. We have 18 likes now. I appreciate you guys. Our goal is at the end of this round for 20. If we could do it, that'd be fantastic. So smash the like button if you have not yet. Natan Schulte versus Marcin Held. Marcin Held at the moment putting it on him and looking fantastic. Let's go, bro. I picked Held, bro. I switched the pick, and I was feeling Held earlier in the week, but I still said Schulte, and I said, no, I have to go with what I'm feeling, and then I saw the weigh-ins. I don't know, man. Right now he's winning, but you can't count out Natan Schulte. He's a difficult guy. We'll see, man. This is a crazy fight. Schulte has very good trips against the cage, you can see there. But the one thing, Marcin Held is also an extremely high-level grappler. And he does compete. Excellent fight so far here. I am super impressed by them both. This has been action-packed. Schulte is going to look for this takedown here. He's going to go for it as best he can because this is really where he needs to be to win this fight. It seems like he's at a clear striking disadvantage. Marcin, interestingly enough, looking to shoot. I'm surprised that he's looking for that. It's funny, the commentators, Kenny Florian, Andy Couture, and I believe Sean O'Connor. It's interesting to hear those OGs, especially Florian. Busted his nose up nicely. I'm impressed by Marcin. I feel like this position for Held, sure, it's some control, but is there really a need for it when he, I think, can clearly bust up his opponent from the kickboxing range? I feel like he really can bust him up, and I appreciate you guys for 19 likes. We're looking for 20 by the end of the round. We have 1 minute, so if you haven't, smash the like button, share the video, whatever you want to do. Let's get it pumping in here. Big shots being thrown by Marcin Held. He's mixing it up beautifully. We have 50 seconds left in this round, and we're looking for 20 likes. We have 19, 20 likes. We hit it. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for that. And right now, Marcin Held is mixing it in and mixing it up with Natan Schulte. Excellent fight right now. Knee to the body there by Marcin Held. Not a ton behind it, but at the end of the day, right now, I'm giving this round to Marcin. I feel like he went out there and looked better than Natan Schulte. Throws a knee in the clinch as well. That was beautiful. It's a great fight so far. Wow, this is a fight that's very exciting and interesting. We still have some rounds left. This is high-level MMA. Natan Schulte's the #1 seeded guy, in my opinion, in this tournament, or rather in this season. And I think that he's expected to go on to the playoffs and probably at least fight in the world title fight. Right now, he's in a real fight against Marcin Held, who's a live dog, and as live as they get. He's got his nose busted up right now. Thing is, there's a lot of time left. Natan Schulte, can he go out there and change what is happening? The striking right now, he looks at a disadvantage. The grappling, they are competitive. Does he want to take the risk of getting caught in a submission from that top position, going to the ground with a very dangerous Marcin Held? I believe he's going to have to, and he's going to have to deal with the shark in the water there. And I think he could potentially get caught in a submission by Marcin. Excellent fight so far, and I appreciate you guys for 20 likes. We're looking for 22 likes at this point. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate all of you for tuning in. We right now are covering PFL Pettis versus Collar. This is a live play-by-play fight commentary. And right now I'm saying 10-9 Marcin Held. This is very exciting stuff here. See what happens between these two in the second round. As of right now, Marcin Held has the clear advantage with the hands, and he's touching up Natan Schulte. I think he could potentially get the knockout. Schulte, though, lands a check hook as Marcin lands his own. Very good jab by Marcin Held. His boxing has improved tenfold since his UFC career. He's a high-level guy at this point. I mean, he's been around for so long. He's putting on a performance here in PFL. Huge opportunity PFL gives him. Winner of this tournament gets $1 million. That's insane. Somebody's getting the million. Have to tune in simply just for that. Like, how crazy is it? December, they do their final, or rather, I think it's around New Year's, but it's right around there. And Held right now getting a bit tired. This is a concern. Schulte putting the pace on him. This is something I worry about with how fast Held had started. He's a live dog and he looks excellent, but Natan Schulte now will potentially do something. It depends. Held does have a nice jab. How long can he keep it up? Like, if you look at Held, he just looks tired at this point. And that gets me nervous here. Natan Schulte still moving forward. He's got the gas tank. And when you have a guy that just keeps coming forward, eating everything you throw at him, I mean, it's frustrating and it's tiring. And you have to worry because he could definitely get hit and definitely could get taken to the mat here by Natan Schulte. Set it up well. Held's definitely got some pop in the hands. Nice jab there by Marcin Held. Even tired, Marcin Held seems to be the better striker of the two. But I do feel like Schulte could land a counter and do some damage. But Held looks excellent, I will say. Like, if Held has the gas tank to go 3 rounds, he definitely wins this fight. But I worry he doesn't. Hey, anytime, man. Appreciate you tuning in, No Culture. Appreciate the like, my brother. EFL is on. You got some good action right now. Marcin Held, Natan Schulte. Marcin moving, circling around. I'll be honest, he looks very tired. And this is very concerning because he has a full round after this and still 220 left in this round. This is trouble, in my opinion, from Marcin. He definitely has the better boxing, but Natan Schulte ate all the punches that he's thrown at him. Natan Schulte, I will say, even as tired as Marcin looks, Schulte does not have the striking skills nor the head movement to effectively get inside. And right now, his best chance would definitely be to land one of those overhand counters because right now, from the outside, Marcin is clearly better, even fatigued. Yeah, both of them are known as very good grapplers, and we're seeing one of those grappler versus grappler kickboxing matches, but both of them have solid striking games, and I can't say that they aren't well rounded. They both can strike. Definitely both have a bit of pop. Very good chin on Natan Schulte. As of right now, that is huge. That is huge. Takedown from Marcin Held. Even though Natan Schulte got back up, that was a huge moment. He actually landed a takedown on Schulte. If Schulte is able to come back with his own takedown, that would definitely be a big confidence booster. And definitely going into this next round would be something I feel is needed. Feel like Marcin Held secured this round with that takedown, even if Natan Schulte is able to hold this position here because he's not doing much. We'll see. Natan looking to try to put it on Marcin here, but right now, Marcin just too good. Excellent fight so far. They don't score takedowns at PFL? So strange. I gotta look through the PFL scoring rules or something. Marcin definitely, though, looks... That scares me, but I will say, as of right now, our dog looks like he's putting up the right fight, and I'm impressed. 10 seconds, not even. That's 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tricky. MMA judging is so weird. I think one championship right now is doing something pretty good. I mean, the last few decisions there, I haven't had any issue with. I think they picked the one who was looking to finish the fight more. I'm like the one championship hype man at this point. I really think it's a great organization. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash the like button if you haven't. 21 likes. You guys are fantastic. Got a good card here. Anthony Showtime Pettis coming up next in the main event. That's going to be a hell of a fight. Right now, we have a good fight between Natan Schulte and Marcin Held. A fight that really is a toss-up. I do think that Marcin has him edged out, but who knows how the judges will choose to score the fight. We'll see what happens here, but I think Marcin is winning. I think, but I can't guarantee it. Okay. Final round. Marcin Held, Natan Schulte. I'm going 2-0 for Marcin Held here. See, Natan Schulte, red, blue for Marcin. Marcin from the outside is very good kickboxing. He does bring tricky style. He does. I mean, on the feet, he definitely is a bit awkward with this striking. Like, he has his own unique movement patterns, but it's very effective. Natan Schulte likes to throw the looping hooks, but I do feel if he tried to enter off a jab, maybe add a bit more head movement, and then throw that overhand, I feel like it could be a lot more effective. And then, you know, as Held shoots for those overhands, could potentially look for a takedown. But right now, it looks like he's happy to strike with Marcin. Marcin's pretty tired. I feel like Held could be in trouble, but I will say, for a tired fighter, Marcin Held looks very good. His opponent, Natan Schulte, is ruthless and continues to come forward. We still have a whole round left. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Held's takedown defense has been phenomenal here. His striking has been very good. I'll be honest, he looks to be getting a bit of a second wind. Natan Schulte is going to need something big to win this fight. As of right now, I believe he needs a finish. But who knows how they'll score it in the PFL. I know which way I'm scoring this fight. And at the end of the day, maybe my scorecard is just more accurate. I would like to see how many controversial decisions I hand out compared to the MMA judges. Mixing it up. It's a good fight so far. I think it will continue to be a good fight for the next 3 minutes. Marcin Held's landing some good headshots here. As Natan Schulte looks to close distance, but he really cannot get inside. Schulte did have a bit of pop on that shot, but, or rather, Schulte did throw a little bit of pop, but I feel like Marcin can eat the shots. Does have a pretty good chin from what I've seen. Granted, chin up in the air a little high. I don't care how good your chin is. In a 4-ounce glove against a guy that knows how to punch, you could be put to sleep. There's a 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this fight. Marcin Held, to me, is winning, but I don't know how these PFL judges will score this fight. I think right now it's 2-0. Schulte looks to be coming at him this round and maybe winning this round. I don't know. The judges in PFL, don't be surprised when they score for Natan Schulte. But here, I do believe my scorecard is going to go towards Marcin Held. Marcin Held versus Natan Schulte. Big shot attempts there by Marcin. He throws a big uppercut. Misses, though. Schulte is moving forward. I just worry me because the commentary team just seems a little bit pro Schulte. Do think the decision, even though our dog, I think, won the fight, and I don't care about how they scored. If I pick the right winner from my scorecard, I'm satisfied, and I don't look at it biasly. I just look at it as it is. I think that Marcin won the first 2 rounds, and I think that he is deserving of a decision. But Natan Schulte is coming forward, is a bit fresher, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to probably fight again sometime this year, probably in the playoffs. So it is what it is. I think Marcin should get the victory. Hopefully they don't let us down with a controversial decision. Please don't let us down with a controversial decision. Mixing it up right now, though, and this has been a great fight throughout. I've been super impressed by both, especially Marcin, though. Stepping in here, taking this big fight. I mean, he got a huge opportunity here for his debut. He's like the underrated new signing. I think he could give Pettis some problems. I think that's a fun fight. I do hope we do get to see that. Maybe that's the next fight in the playoff. We'll see. But right now, Natan Schulte putting it on Held. If this is a 5-round fight, and I do believe Schulte loses a decision here, if they fight 5 rounds right away, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to pick Natan Schulte. If it's a 5-round fight, I think Natan Schulte puts it on him. He's winning this 3rd round. Held has enough left in him to win a decision here, but I'm not superbly impressed by that gas tank at all. Excellent matchup. One of the best fights on the card. They're mixing it up well. I'm going to give it to Marcin Held 29-28. I worry PFL is going to give it 29-28 to his opponent, Natan Schulte. We'll see how they score it. The PFL judging has been a little bit off today. We'll see. I'm a little bit nervous. If you bet on this one, you should also be a little bit nervous. But on my scorecard, 29-28, Marcin Held. I think Held won the fight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're just tuning in, smash the like button. Schulte just tried to box with him a bit too much. Like, I thought Natan Schulte would use the boxing to just set up a chain wrestling style of attack. Like, I don't know. I guess because he knows Marcin is very good on the ground, he was worried. The 2nd round was close. I'm going to call what separated the takedown, and I do think that Marcin landed the better shots. I think Marcin... I feel like Marcin won the 2nd round, man. But I definitely could see where you're coming from. And that's why the judging goes both ways. Because you watch a fight. Obviously, if you sat there and watched the fight 2 to 3 times, you can get a perfect score. But are they going to have judges rewatch fights 2 to 3 times before calling a score? It's just not realistic. So that's why you have decisions that sometimes don't go the way they should. Or you have people viewing the fight one way, thinking the decision's bad, when realistically it was the right call. It's just people view it from a biased viewpoint. I thought Held won it, but it could go either way. Held outstruck him by a few here too. I have a feeling. Nah. They're giving it to Marcin. They're gonna give it to Marcin. Watch. Marcin Held split decision. That's what I'm calling right now. Marcin Held split decision. Let's see. This is crazy. Ooh, I'm very excited for the scorecard to be read. Marcin Held. Yeah, either way they scored, I won't be upset. It's a close fight. Felt Held did just enough in that 2nd round to skimp by. But Schulte, in a 5-round fight, I'm picking him. Marcin Held gassed. Yeah, man, Thomas, I think our dog came through. At least for me. I felt he came through. But that 3rd round, he didn't look great. He needs to work on that gas tank. See, both believe they won for a reason, though, because it's close. And definitely Schulte won the last round. But I think Marcin won the first 2. All right, let's hear what they say. God, I'm nervous. 29-28. For the winner. 3 points. The lightweight division, who they give it to? Marcin Held got the win. Wow, very respectable. That was a great dog pickup, baby. That was a great dog pick. Let's go. Let's fucking go. We cashed on that. Everybody who watched the weigh-in recap knew that was the pick. Marcin Held was my dog of the fucking week, and he just pulled it off. Let's go. I did think that he would get it by submission, not by decision, but Marcin gets it done. The dog wins it. I thought 29-28 was it, and they gave it to him. And I'm so surprised that was all 3. I thought it would be a split decision. That's what I was expecting, but shit, I will take that. Good fight. Dog comes through. Thank goodness. I'm glad. I'm glad. All I know is these PFL odds, they're crazy. Fights that you think are going to go one way can go the other easily. Marcin, though, came through for us. Hey, absolutely, bro. At the end of the day, sometimes the Mystic Mac really comes out. And that was the Marcin Held fight. I knew the stylistic matchup, but I will say, I didn't think Held's kickboxing was at the level that it's at. The first 2 rounds, Held looked like a savage on the feet. The first round, really, he looked phenomenal. He was piecing up very good Natan Schulte. Like, Natan Schulte is very good. Dude, the lines were. I don't know if the. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna look at the lines right now for all the fights. Let me look at it real quick. Pull up the PFL. You know what? Let me just do it from here. All right, let's just check this out because I'm actually curious. All right, that fight right there, plus 340 dog Held comes through. All right, so first fight of the night, Martinez the dog upset Loughnane. I don't know. It is what it is. Tyler Diamond gets the win. That's impressive. Win for Chris Wade here. Ahmad Ali, I thought it didn't stuff. Could have got it done. And then Raush Manfio, Joilton, Lutterbach, that was a pretty big upset. Knockout in the first round. Dude, honestly, I knew Sheymon's chin was gone after that Feely fight, but I did think Loughnane would win in the second. But impressive win. I mean, we did pretty good with the picks. Bubba Jenkins came out and surprised us. Marcin delivered for us as a dog, so I'm pretty satisfied. Some decisions that I know people are feeling like are a little spotty. That's the fight game, and it is what it is. Bro, I'm happy I came through for you, man. I really am. And no, the Pettis fight is not. All PFL fights are 3 rounds besides like the championship ones. And they also do a one night tournament at the end of the year, and that just 2 rounds. And if it's a draw, it goes to the third round. Talking about PFL. Appreciate everybody tuning in. When's the last time we fought at 155? I can find out that for you. Okay. Diego Ferreira. He lost. Yeah, he lost to Diego Ferreira a year and 3 months ago. He looked good. Honestly, he didn't. He looked good. He looked the best he looked as of recent against Alex Morono. If dude, be crazy. It would be crazy though if we went out there and we saw Pollard get the win because he's been doing a lot of boxing and he's like a huge dog in boxing and he ends up winning fights. Like this guy's beaten like a few undefeated fighters and shit. So like he's got dog potential, but this is MMA. This is not boxing. Pettis should win this fight. All right. So right now, okay. So if you look at the top 4 in the playoffs, if Pettis gets a finish, he's the #1 seed. All these fights go in the distance. I came over to PFL. I'm like, oh, these guys are gonna go for the finishes. There's gonna be a lot of finishes here, man. It's been mostly decisions for a lot of the card. But Loughnane came through and got the knockout. Loughnane's a monster. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Hey, one of the dogs I picked. If you watched the weigh-in recap, you knew Marcin came through. But man, Bubba Jenkins, I knew Bubba was a live dog, but I thought it would be the punching power that maybe he could catch Lance with. I didn't think he'd go out there and beat Lance like that. If you're just tuning in, smash the like button. It's Pettis versus Collard, the main event of the evening. My goal before this main event starts, 25 likes. We're at 22. Smash the like button if you have not yet. Gets that algorithm pumping. And we'll get a lot of people up in here for this main event. Pettis and Collard both inside of the cage. They're getting ready to go. This is going to be a very good fight. It's been a great card, and I appreciate the 23 likes. For whoever did that, you guys are awesome. Smash the likes. We're going to see a great main event. The goal is still 25 by when this main event begins. They're about to do introductions now. Anthony Pettis making his debut in the PFL. This is very interesting to see him come over to here. He has a huge opportunity. Maybe he could make himself $1 million. I mean, that would be insane. All right, Clay Collard. We'll say Clay Collard, he comes to fight. He's an experienced guy. He's fought in pro boxing, as I mentioned, a lot. He had in 2 years, I believe, 15 fights. So he definitely has a ton of experience in fighting. He also has over 20 MMA fights. He's been there, done that. He's done it all. Yeah, he fought over a year ago. He fought Diego Fajeda. He didn't look great in that. But look at him here. He's in great shape. Pettis is the best shape I've seen Pettis in a long time. Abs are fairly visible. There's not much visceral fat around. Everything looks great for Pettis right now. Yeah, he's known for the upset in boxing. Can you imagine he pulled one off here? That would be huge. But I do think Showtime. I'm on Team Showtime. It's go time for him. He needs to put it on because he's fighting a guy that's definitely coming there to kill, to win. This is not an easy fight by any means, but I think Pettis has the edge, especially if it gets to the mat. I think Pettis may have to go for some takedowns here, mix in the grappling potentially, if in the boxing range he gets caught up by some shots with Clay. The fight is starting. 25 likes by the end of the first round. That is the goal now. You guys are fantastic. Let's check out this main event of the evening here. All right. Red gloves, or rather red tape for Pettis, blue for Collard. Collard moving forward. Pettis out of the southpaw stance. Collard out of the orthodox stance. Collard's striking does look pretty good, and he is a fairly rangy guy. I think Collard's looking to mix those hands up. Got high-level boxing for MMA, especially. Winning fights. Oh, man, he just caught Pettis. He's coming forward on Pettis, and he's not respecting Anthony whatsoever. If he can go out here and beat Anthony Pettis, this is huge for Clay Collard's career. Anthony Pettis does land a straight there with the left hand. Ooh, the head kick attempt. You can definitely see, though Collard will throw a few kicks in there, he's a boxer, and he's a good one at that. I think he's a guy that in the boxing range can give Pettis a lot of problems, and Pettis needs to have a lot of respect for this guy in the boxing range. Having 15 boxing matches and winning a good amount of them as an MMA fighter is extremely impressive. This is one of the best boxers that also do MMA, like, out there. Yeah, if he pressures Pettis like this, dangerous. I will say Pettis did just land a big shot off the counter, and I do think Pettis has the slight speed edge, at least laterally. But man, Clay Collard is a dog. Pettis is in a real fight. This is a very exciting matchup. Big leg kick there by Anthony Pettis. The calf kicks, inside leg kicks. Piece that leg up to beat the boxer here. That's really the truth. It's not that Clay's a pure boxer. He's an MMA fighter, but has the highest level boxing resume. And you see as he closes distance that he can box. But man, Pettis can also box a bit too. He lands a big shot. If you haven't yet smashed the like button, we're looking for 25 likes by the end of the first round. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Anthony Pettis just tried to do a cartwheel kick. Anthony Pettis is action-packed. And I'm enjoying PFL, whatever the decisions or whatnot. I do think PFL is an exciting league. Thank you, man. I appreciate that support. We're always killing it with content. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting, man. Right now, Clay Collard over him, raining shots down, big leg kicks. Anthony Pettis with a quick get up. That was very smart. He can't sit there all day. I will say, you can see, Pettis against the better wrestlers normally struggles more in the clinch. With Clay Collard, I do believe he has a slight edge in that clinch, especially if he starts getting the tie clinch. Clay Collard is looking to move, looking to throw big shots, but right now, this is a tricky fight against Anthony Showtime Pettis, especially Collard doing so much boxing, and then now getting back into MMA after 2 years off. Pettis with a very nice leg kick there. Clay Collard coming down the line with shots, and Anthony Pettis has fell a couple of times, and that does concern me only for the fact that if he falls and then Collard is able to land some ground and pound and end up knocking him out. I mean, crazy shit happens in MMA. You don't want to be on your back like that if you don't have to be. Yeah, it does. The commentators just talked about how this doesn't look good for the judges, and I will agree. It kind of looks like Clay Collard might be winning this round. I think Clay probably is winning this round. He's outstriking 34 to 42. Anthony Pettis right now is losing against Clay Collard. Does that mean it's over? Absolutely not. It's Anthony Showtime Pettis. But it concerns me to see him losing right now to Clay Collard. Ooh, big shot by Pettis. I gotta say, Clay Collard eats a punch. See why he's had success in boxing. You got a good chin, and he has a good style. Tricky fight. Anthony Pettis with a big straight. Right now, boxer versus kickboxer, high level action here in this PFL main event. It's definitely delivering. Clay Collard coming to fight. Ooh, big shot by Anthony Pettis with the right. Nice inside leg kick by Anthony Pettis. Just 15 seconds remains in the round. It seems as though Clay Collard will probably edge him out in this round on the judges' scorecards 10-9. Which that's huge in my opinion. Clay Collard getting the nod in this round, that's very impressive. Very impressive. If you just tuned in, smash the like button. We're doing the play-by-play commentary for the PFL main event. Anthony Pettis versus Clay Collard. Appreciate everybody being here. Held plus Collard parlay at plus 2,100. Dude, can you imagine that? I mean, Held delivered for us, so I mean, who knows? Collard might put it on. Showtime loses here. A bad look at this point because I mean, as far as he's fallen from grace, I still feel like he should be able to beat. Hey, at the end of the day, that's still for $20. You're gonna get yourself some money though. Let's see what happens in this fight. That's 10-9 Clay Collard. I'm fearful for Anthony Pettis right now because he could lose here. Let's see what happens. Main event. Anthony Pettis versus Clay Collard. Leg kick by Anthony Pettis. He's chopping down the leg kicks. And Pettis throws a beautiful right hand as well. Oh my God, the leg kicks are eating Clay Collard up. This is how you beat the boxers in MMA, even the MMA boxers. The leg kicks. The stance is just from boxing so much. It's going to be, the leg kick's going to be there. Oh, he's ripping the leg kick, Pettis. Pettis needs to keep working that. And I do believe we'll get Clay out of here with leg kicks. But Clay's a dog. Moving forward, throwing shots, throws a head kick, misses there. But Clay Collard is not here to lose. He is a live underdog. He don't care about what the betting lines are saying about him. He's coming here to fight and beat Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis, obviously, marquee name in MMA at this point. Even with some disappointing outcomes, you still got to think he's a top guy. And right now, Clay Collard bringing it to him, won the first round. Pettis seems to be winning this round. I will give him that. But could be trouble on the scorecards. We'll see what he brings during this round. Right now, Pettis throwing some nice kicks, but Clay Collard closing distance well. And Clay Collard, when he closes that distance, he doesn't just close distance and clinch up. I mean, he's ripping shots to the body. He's throwing kicks. He's very creative with his striking, and he has high-level boxing, and you can see it in his movement. Anthony Pettis is in with a legitimate striker that can definitely threaten him everywhere. Pettis with a flying knee attempt there. Oh, and Clay Collard comes back with a flying knee after Pettis throws a flying knee. Smash the like button if you haven't already, guys. The goal is 25 likes by the end of this round. So if you haven't, smash the likes. This is Anthony Pettis versus Clay Collard. And right now, Clay Collard is live as they come. Just caught Anthony Pettis with a hook. He just hurt Pettis. Pettis is done. It's over. It's over. It's over. Clay Collard is about to TKO Anthony Pettis. This fight is about to be over right now. Anthony Pettis got hurt and he sat down. That's what, when you know Pettis is hurt, is when he sits. Clay just got the knockdown. That's huge. That is huge. Anthony Pettis is in a lot of trouble right now. Wow, that's crazy. It's the fall from grace for Anthony Pettis has been tragic. If you haven't yet, smash that like button, guys. Looking for 25 likes. We're at 23. 2 more. Right now, Anthony Pettis is getting pieced up by Clay Collard. Clay Collard is looking like he's about to get himself a knockout victory. He's beating up Anthony Pettis here. Does it blow anybody else's mind, though, how far down we've seen Pettis come? I mean, Clay Collard is tenacious, and I'm going to be honest, his boxing is so much better than the last time he fought in MMA. It's like levels above a lot of these guys. But I will say, Pettis is, I mean, he's still there. He's still alive. He's gotten knocked down here. Clay Collard is moving forward. Doesn't seem to have much respect for Pettis' punching power at all because he's coming forward with his hands down. Anthony Pettis has really no answer here for Clay Collard. This is a very dominant performance as of right now. I thought the first round, Pettis was getting into it and warmed up, but he's done. That's it. That's it. When Pettis lays down like that, I always take it as he's like, listen, I'm finished. That's it. I think he's done. I think Anthony's finished. I think that's over, guys. I think we just saw Anthony Pettis got upset by one of the biggest upsets in MMA right now. This is a huge, huge moment. That's it. Stop the fight, ref. He's done. Anthony Pettis quit, guys. He's done. They don't want to stop it because it's like, yo, that's Anthony Pettis. He's literally not doing anything. Collard just took him down. Can you imagine Pettis somehow gets a submission? Back of the head, though. I will say that was 3 back of the head shots. Clay Collard is a savage. How will he do when he fights some of the top guys? I think fairly well because right now he looks very good beating Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis looking for a submission. Please, Anthony Pettis. Submissions are your game with this guy. He's actually getting outstruck here. He can't strike with Clay Collard. Having very good boxing is a serious advantage when you know kickboxing as well. Yeah, that's the ref that's on the real sauce, bro. He's huge. I've always thought this guy's crazy. Anthony Pettis, man, he needs to probably get this fight to the ground. Some good kicks to the body by Pettis. It's just Pettis doesn't have this something that he used to carry before. I don't know if you guys know, like, I'm not saying he had like this magic, but he used to just deliver these explosive knockouts, and they were against high-level competition. And now he just can't really, maybe he can't get it moving like that. I don't know. Yeah, it's bad luck. All the guys come from the UFC. They sometimes think the competition's easier outside at Chanel. The best outside the UFC performance so far by anybody we've seen, you know who it is. It's John Lineker. He's putting on work over in one championship and looks great. He looks like he might win the world title there. I thought the fight was over. I think Pettis is just, I think he's, might be done. Would I bet on Anthony Pettis after seeing this performance, win, lose, or draw? Probably not, because he is a risky pick. He's a huge favorite. He's probably supposed to be better everywhere than Clay Collard. I mean, I think that as far as anything but boxing, he should be. Clay Collard's beating him up here. And Clay wants it more than he does. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Smash the like button. We need 25 likes before this round starts. We got 23. Come on now. We're getting close to it. Right now, Clay Collard is putting the work on Anthony Pettis. 2-0. I would say that's a 10-8 round. Anthony Pettis needs a knockout to win this fight. I appreciate you guys for 24 likes. We need 25. Just one more like and we'll be set. So if you haven't, smash that like button. Clay Collard looks fantastic. He rips to the body beautifully. Anthony Pettis, he looks slower with the boxing for sure than Clay Collard. He just looks a step behind when they start punching. And I think that Anthony needs to avoid boxing with this guy. But it's hard. I mean, it's very difficult to keep Clay off of him because Clay is sound with kickboxing. It's not like he's one-sided. He definitely can kickbox as well as box. He just prefers the hands. And I appreciate you guys for 25 likes. You guys are fantastic. You guys are great. I appreciate all of you for that. Appreciate everybody tuning in, watching these exciting fights. Right now, PFL is delivering. Anthony Pettis just clocked Clay Collard with a clean shot. I will say Pettis right now looks pretty good, but I don't know. Can he beat Clay Collard here? He's landing some counters. I mean, if Pettis wins this fight, this is Esh Pettis. This is prime Pettis. This is Pettis that was crushing everyone. That'd be a beautiful moment for him because right now he's clearly losing this fight. It's 2-0. He just lost a 10-8 round. Him winning this would be a huge comeback. I do think there's a chance that he could win it. He always brings the knockout ability throughout the fight, but I just worry might be a little too late. Clay Collard still looks fresh. Clay Collard's moving forward, but Clay Collard is not respecting Anthony Pettis' power much. And I will say that should be something to note if Pettis does catch him. Granted, I see why. There hasn't been much Pettis has landed that's really done much damage. I mean, he kind of maybe stunned him a little bit with a shot. And now Clay Collard lands a takedown. Very interesting. Anthony Pettis just... It doesn't look like he has that same... He needs to get away from the cage. That's where he gets hurt here. Clay Collard looks like man on fire right now. I mean, this is the performance of a lifetime for him. Oh, spinning back fist by Pettis. Anthony Pettis, I feel like he's still got a little something left in the tank, but just can't deliver with these performances that have so much riding on them, like this fight with Clay Collard here. Clay Collard is having the performance of a lifetime, though. No takeaway from him. He looks amazing. Anthony Pettis, I'm not saying he's a shot fighter. I still think he has the tools. Maybe Clay Collard is just this good. Pettis, I don't know what happened, man. I think I mean, he's made a lot of money. He was the world champ, but it was downhill from there. He was one of those guys that lost the world title and then just never could bounce back from it. Big straight by Anthony Pettis. Pettis has himself 1 minute and 46 seconds to win this fight. If not, he's going to lose to Clay Collard in his PFL debut and what would be a massive upset. Crazy to see if Pettis does go out there. Or rather, crazy to see. Right now we're seeing it. It would be crazy to see if Pettis goes out there and gets the or rather at this point, the big upset because he's getting crushed. But if he gets the win on the odds he was supposed to, if he gets the comeback, Anthony Pettis moving well. Anthony Pettis lands the head kick. That might be it. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Anthony Pettis lands a flying knee. This is exactly what Anthony Pettis needed. This is huge. If Pettis wins this fight, this is what you call high level, man. This is crazy. He had him hurt. But there's only 50 seconds. I don't think necessarily he can win this fight. I do think this performance kind of saves him a bit as far as the shame he's going to have for the loss, but he definitely lost this fight if he doesn't get the finish. With 30 seconds, can he really do that? I don't necessarily believe you can get a victory with just 30 seconds left over this guy. Clay's going to get it done, man. Anthony Pettis on the back. And yeah, Clay Collard's going to get himself a win here. Anthony Showtime Pettis, bro. He has great moments. I don't know. He needs to go for hell. He just head kicked him again. Clay won, clearly. Clay Collard. Damn. Wow, 29-28. Dude, I think it's 29-27. Great fight, but all Collard. Wow, dude. I'm low-key disappointed with Pettis. I thought that he would be out too. It's crazy, man. Crazy. I don't know. I'm more disappointed that Pettis didn't follow it up. Like, come on now, man. I wish he would have, dude. I really do. Fortunately, no. Anthony Pettis en route to losing another fight. This debut, I mean, he doesn't look good at 155 pounds. Really doesn't. They talked about, oh, maybe he'll do a super fight with Rory McDonald or something. I'm like, get him a win first. Got to lose to Clay Collard, man. Crazy to me. Fight game is crazy. All these guys leave the UFC thinking they're just gonna have immediate success. Granted, Clay Collard's a UFC veteran as well, but you can't doubt these guys in PFL, especially a guy like Clay. I personally didn't think that he would win. They're gonna please give it to. If they don't give it to Clay Collard, man, that's a bullshit decision. Clay looks like he clearly won. If they call it a draw, that would be disappointing, but definitely can't see any argument being made for Pettis earning the win. Because worst case, they score the first and third round Pettis. Second round is 10-8. Because he got dropped twice. He got nearly finished. That to me is a 10-8 round. So I think a draw could possibly happen if anything. I don't know if they do draws in PFL though. I don't know how this works exactly. Do they do an overtime round or is that my imagination? Can you imagine we have a fourth round on our hands? Oh, if Pettis wins, that's a terrible score. Like I get it, he's your protege and whatnot, or rather the league's. You know how much money? You know they wanted Anthony Pettis to win so bad. Like Anthony Pettis winning would bring in a lot more than Clay Collard winning, and it's definitely a disappointment for the business to see Pettis lose. But there's legit guys all around the world. Clay Collard definitely one of them. Yeah, right. The last two fights saved it. And PFL, I like how they have their cards like weight class based. Excited to, but the thing is, the only issue I have with that is heavyweight night. Oh my god, that might be insane or that might be absolute shit. I really don't know. I think they do heavyweights and light heavyweights. They do welterweights and middleweights. Oh, we'll see. They did featherweights and lightweights here. As of right now, I think they're probably gonna have to give it to Anthony Pettis. Have to give it to Clay Collard. Anthony Pettis definitely does not deserve a decision. If they give it to Anthony Pettis, that's a horrible scorecard. Clay Collard won the fight, guys. Like, come on now. And I appreciate you guys for 25 likes. You guys are great, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Sorry I was late on the stream. I was out doing some stuff today, and came home, had to do the weigh-in recap. Next thing you know, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, damn, a little bit behind. So I apologize about that. I do want to start doing like at least like the featured prelim fight for PFL. Looking forward to Bellator card coming up as well. Rumble and Yoel. That fight's gonna be crazy. All right, Anthony Showtime Pettis and Clay Collard. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna somehow sway this fight for Anthony Pettis. What do you guys think? Do you think that they give it to Anthony Pettis? What do you think? Let me know in the live chat who won this fight. Who do you think pulled it off? That was the luckiest win of all time. That was the luckiest win ever. That was a fluke, man. It was just because Wonderboy needed to have one loss that was by knockout on the resume. That was a crazy fluke. Because Pettis has great moments. Fans all think Collard won. I think Collard won. It's here. Yeah, Clay Collard. 29-27. 10-8 round. Clay Collard. Oh, that's Pettis is gone. And congrats to Collard. That's awesome. But for Pettis, like being UFC champion, then boom. Next thing you know it. Done. Dude, that's crazy. The MMA Guru predicted that? At the end of the day, God bless Guru for predicting that, but it's like throwing fucking bullseye with your eyes closed. I mean, maybe you landed. That's a crazy pick. If they fight 10 times, I felt like 9.5 of them are Wonder Boys. I think they should. I wish that we could have seen it twice. Brendan Loughnane put it on Sheymon Moraes. Did you guys see that knockout? He fucked him up. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was a knockout guy. Wow. MMA Guru, he throws out some wild predictions. He's a funny guy. All right. PFL is talking about the regular season coming back next Thursday. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the fights Thursday. We might be doing live streams Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, covering the PFL stuff. Well, the card, whatever happened, happened. Clay Collard gets a win over Anthony Pettis. Downhill spiral of all right, I think we're back in action. All right, sorry about that. I gotta stop picking the favorites. Unlike it, bro. It's all good. Don't mind. Pick fights, goes whatever way it goes, my man. The fight game. We give our best shike every time. But man, I want to see with that Vettori thing because no news outlet is talking about it right now. Hey, Thomas, you're the man, bro. You got you winning on those upsets, dude. That's good shit. I'm happy for you, man. The dogs delivered, man. If you checked out the weigh-in recap, you know about the dog picks. If you missed the weigh-in recap, thinking like our boy Sean Tuma. Yeah, bro, anytime, man. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, my man. Appreciate the support, buddy. I don't think that's confirmed news, by the way, with those two fighting. I'm looking it up right now. I'm not finding anything about it. Oh, shit. You're all right. UFC 263, June 12th. I see why they went with that option. Kind of makes sense. It's just simply they're holding out on our boy Rob. Rob is the clear-cut guy, but they'd rather sell the Vettori beef than sell the Rob trilogy. They're making Rob wait. I think that Rob can wait, or he can take one more. I don't see anybody really beating him outside of Adesanya. I feel like you could do. I mean, you look, Rob already fought a lot of the top guys in the weight class. I feel like he goes out there and does work again. We'll see. But this PFL card was interesting. There were some good and bad moments. That's it, bro. That's it. But I do agree that I thought Rob is the clear-cut number one contender. They're going to hold him out. He's going to have to wait, man. Overall, PFL, though, decent card. I liked the main event. The other fights, questionable decisions, of course. But that is the fight game sometimes. Had a good time going live here. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the dislikes. I'll be honest, I appreciate everybody interacting. Don't really matter either way. We keep it pumping here at MMA Experts, no matter what the pick goes. Main event pick was a disappointment. Our boy Anthony Pettis did let us down. If you picked Pettis, great. Or if you picked against Pettis, rather, you picked Collard, great on you. But I guarantee you, not many people out there were. I did see one dude in the comments saying Collard. So if you see this video, whoever you are, bro, good shit. And remind me, you can shit on me and talk a little smack because that's a fucking genius underdog pick. Congrats on that. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. That is going to do it for this live stream. Like the video if you haven't already. 25 likes is what we were looking for. But our boy Sean Tuma disliked. It's all good. Haters gonna hate. We're gonna keep riding. See you all in the next video.